Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us in a new episode of A Day in the Life of Virtual Latino. Today, you're here with your host, Gabby Briseña, Customer Success Manager in Virtual Latinos. And joining us is a new wonderful guest, Marcos from Mexico, who is a scheduling assistant in the healthcare industry who loves to read, learn, and cook. So, hi, Marcos. Thank you for joining us today. How are you feeling?
Hi, everyone. I'm doing all right. I'm very happy to be here with you.
I'm so happy to have you here today, Marcos. So, are you excited to be here to talk a little bit, to get to know you a little bit better?
Yes, I am. I think this is a great idea for people that wants to apply for a job, for a remote job, to know a little more better about how does this really work. How does how you work? If you have any doubts, it's a very good opportunity for us to have those questions answered.
And I'm sure you're going to give us some great advice and tips for the audience so they can learn from your experience too. And I was wondering, Marcos, do you have any snacks for today? And if you're having where we're chatting?
Yes, I do. This is a box of chilaquiles from La Chilacleta. I don't think
we saw them. Yes, we can see them.
This is like just fried tortilla with sauce, sour cream, and it's very delicious. And it's like a local company that it has been very famous in the last months. I think maybe in the last couple of years, they have been in like a contest called Shark Tank.
Really?
So yeah, they're very famous. Yeah,
I can only imagine. Shark Tank is a huge show. So, well, being there, and are they good? Would you recommend them?
Yes, definitely. They're delicious, and they are from my hometown, Leon. So it's a local company that has been improving, and now it's very famous all around the country.
Well, I have never tried chilaquiles, never in my life. So for sure, I'm going to try them once I go to Mexico and try them from La Chilacleta, right?
Sure. Yes, La Chilacleta.
Okay. Well, I'm also here with a little snack myself. It's called pan de jamon. I don't have a really fancy box or anything. It's just in a plate. It's a holiday traditional dish from Venezuela. It's just bread with ham, and it has olives and raisins. It doesn't sound so good, but it's incredibly delicious. It's super sweet, and it's typical of having it when you're like in the Christmas dinner, if you celebrate Christmas, of course, and if you don't, you can also have it. It's delicious. It's just super, super good. So for sure, Marcos, I will recommend it to you with my eyes closed.
I will try it.
Oh,
I love olives.
We would like to get to know you a little bit better. What can you tell us a little bit about yourself so that our audience can get to know you?
Well, I'm a historian. I have a bachelor's degree in history, and right now I'm about to finish my master's degree in political science. So I really like to read. I really like history. Thank you. I really like history. I really like politics. I've been involved in politics, and I also been involved in education. I was a teacher for 5 years, and I taught history, social sciences, history of art. What else? Geography. So I'm a person that likes to read, likes to learn, and I also like to cook. So yeah, I'm like a very, like a very calm person. I'm like a very calm person. I like to stay at home, just reading, maybe watching a movie. I like to go out with my friends as well, but I don't do that so much in these days. Of course, after the pandemic, it's been quite difficult to go back to what we were used to. But right now my life has changed to be like a more calm person.
And that sounds great for you. If it's what works for you, makes you happy, that sounds wonderful. And you have quite a curriculum. That's many classes that you have taught. So can you tell us how does a day in the life of Marcos as a scheduling assistant looks like?
Yes, well, normally I wake up between 7 and 8 a.m. and I go to the gym. I have like a small breakfast, just some fruits, some oatmeal, and I go to the gym. I like to work out, so I go to the gym like for 2 hours. Uh, and then I come back, I make breakfast, and then I start working. I start my shift. And it's really, I've been really happy with the fact that I can wake up doing something for myself, because when I don't go to the gym, I can do something else. But doing something for me in the beginning, and then start my shift, and then still have time for me. So when I finish my shift, I most likely read or even play some video games. I go out to the movies or to meet some friends. I still have time to make things that matter to me, but all is circling around the fact that I work remotely, and that's amazing because I feel really happy with what I'm doing. I feel really happy with the people that I'm working with. That's very important. So when you have that time, that extra time, you really enjoy it because you're not stressing in your shift, like, oh, I have to do this, somebody is shouting at me. I'm working really happy during my shift. And when I have some extra time for me, I'm really enjoying it as well. So it's been a blessing for me to find you guys, to find my client as well, because I'm really happy working for them. So yes, right now I'm really, really happy. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here sharing with all the people that maybe are hesitating to transition to their normal work, their regular job, to a remote work, to a remote job. Guys, do it.
That's a great advice, actually. And it's great to hear that having the possibility to work remotely, it's also giving you the liberty, well, aside from business hours, of course, to be able, well, you're saying you're a calm person, to be able to enjoy what you truly love, to read, cook. And also, if you're not going to the gym, maybe you have some errands to run. And as we know, those are during business hours during the week. So maybe that difference between your hours and your clients is what also allows you to be able to maneuver those times.
Yes.
And aside from that, what are some tasks that maybe you do in your day-to-day, like in the work?
Yes, I'm a scheduling assistant. So I'm in charge of call patients and schedule their appointments. So for me, it makes me very happy to have the opportunity to get in touch with the patients. We are a pain management clinic, so most of the time these are patients that are having pain for some accident or for any reason, and the doctors and all the medical staff in the company help them to go through that. So I'm very happy that my job helps people to feel better every day. And I just have to call them, speak with them, and schedule an appointment for them, and the rest of the staff do the work.
Well, and you can do that just from your home, like your personal space to work.
That's correct. Great. That's correct. And that's a pain relief for myself as well.
And you know that you said that first transition from like on-site teaching to remote teaching was a struggle, maybe not struggle, but was difficult for you. How does that transition from on-site job or like a being on present job? How did it look like from working on on-site job to a remote work? How was that transition for you?
Well, for teaching, it was very difficult. I mean, if I had to teach again, I would do it on site, definitely. But on the other hand, it was very easy, and it was surprisingly easier for me to work from home. I mean, the transition is not that difficult. It's not that scary. It's just a transition that I think most of the industries, most of the companies could do, and they will be very happy doing it. So maybe if you're not that tech savvy, if you struggle a little with computers and some apps and everything, it might seem a little scary, but it's not. It's very simple. I mean, nowadays the technology, it's been more helpful. It's been more easier to get used to, and I think it's just like what you see from the outside. Once you try to get into it, into that world, it's very easy. Actually, it's very easy.
Well, also for like you were saying, for those people that maybe are not as tech savvy, there are many ways that you can learn and you can teach
Yeah.
yourself and to well with practice you can become better. So it's at the beginning might seem like a point that you have to go through so you can achieve working remotely, but it's not that hard.
Yes.
Just with like with the mindset that you want to work on it and that you want to achieve that goal, it's possible as you were saying. And well, I work
Definitely.
remotely myself for sure. So I'm also quite happy about my being able to have those same benefits and perks that I get time for myself. I can go to the gym, I can be with my family too, and I don't have to go to the traffic, for example. And
Yes.
based on that, what's like the best perk that you see for well for your job at the moment?
Well, for example, like you said, the traffic in our Latin American cities, for you to go anywhere, you have to invest 1 to 2 hours. So
Yeah.
when you are working remotely, you're going to invest those 1 to 2 hours, but just once, because once you learn, the job is done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is one of the most important things that a remote job can help you with, because we are losing literally hours of our life in
Yeah.
the traffic, and nobody's going to give us those back. So yeah, you're basically saving your lifetime for
That's true.
yourself.
And you were saying, like, for example, you were saying that you go to the gym and maybe you have some time to read. Those 2 hours or
Yes.
an hour that you're investing in traffic or anything else to go to on-site job, you can invest it in yourself for to do something that you truly
Yeah.
like.
You know, you work for time, definitely. I mean, if you go to a job, if you're working, definitely it's because you want to have a better life. And sometimes in our Latin American countries, to have a better life is to have more time for you and for your loved ones. So yeah.
That's a great advice too. And as you're part of the of our Virtual Latinos community, what is one thing that surprised you about Virtual Latinos when you first arrived
I
or
think,
currently?
yeah, I think how easy is to apply for a job, and how easy is to go through all the process. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. I didn't think it's going to be, but also because of the staff. I mean, all in Virtual Latinos and with my client's company as well, they're very close. They're always looking for the way to help you, and I didn't think that was going to be possible. I don't know how the things are in other countries, but sometimes in Mexico, when you are the new one in a job, it's completely the opposite. Like you have to pay the rookie price, you know. But that doesn't happen in Virtual Latinos, and that doesn't happen with, at least with my client. Everybody helps you through all the process, and that was amazing.
No, thank you, Marcus, for your kind words. More than happy to be there for you as always and love chatting with you. And as we're wrapping up our chit chat, I was wondering if there's one piece of, I know you have given many advices and tips during our conversation, but is there one particular piece of advice that you will give to someone that is interested in becoming part of the community?
Just one.
Just
Apply today.
that's wonderful.
Definitely. Yeah, because sometimes, like because of the format of the application, we can say like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I still have time until the deadline. I will do it later. Don't. Apply today. Make a good proposal, and you're going to be surprised when you feel the benefits.
Oh, thank you, Marcos. That was the best advice ever. So thank you so much. I'm sure someone in or people in our audience are going to keep that in mind. And it has been lovely and great to have you here and chat with you. I'm at the moment going to enjoy some of my pan de jamon, and I hope you enjoyed your
Yes.
chilaquiles too. And of course, to all of our viewers, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, and hit that like button. More episodes of A Day in the Life with different guests are coming soon, so don't miss them. And thank you so much for your time. And thank you, Marcos, for being here. As always, it has been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.